Here's a brief video of my Robert Sutton wooden wheeled clock. It's a very interesting item indeed. We're looking at the pendulum, and the swing of it is much greater than you would typically find for a long case clock, and that's due to the grasshopper escapement, which we'll see in just a moment. I've got a test weight on it at the moment. It's 11 pounds. The actual weight the clock uses is 22 pounds with a pulley. It's the same thing, really. Isn't that gorgeous, the way that swings? It's mesmerising, really. So beautiful. Let's look up at the rest of the clock. Look at that Lignum Vitae slit there. We've got the fork riding up and down in that. Very interesting the way that the pendulum works. Let's just get in the right angle to see that. Fantastic. Below them you can see a Lignum Vitae bearing. Nicely shaped, that is. Let's go up and have a look at the grasshopper escapement. This is absolutely mesmerising. I've recently cut these pallet arms out of solid blocks of Lignum Vitae. And actually, it oozes a kind of a green oil. You can see actually some of that green oil building up on the surface of the wood here. You see it looks almost like a fine powder or something. But Lignum Vitae is a tropical hardwood. It's used in this clock because of its low friction characteristics, because the oil never dries out. Fantastic, isn't it? Look at the action of it. Mesmerising. These escapements were designed by the great John Harrison, used by one or two others like Robert Sutton. Getting the geometry right to make it work is quite tricky. Needs a lot of care to get that right. Lovely action, so quiet, so calming, rather different to a normal clock. And down underneath it is the wooden wheel train with the Lignum Vitae rollers, you can see there. Beautiful action the escapement has. Let's go around to the front of the clock. Look what's going on there. Well, the second hand rotates once every 2 minutes because there are 120 teeth on the escape wheel. It's a beautiful, simplistic yet elegant design. Very artistic. This is after Robert Sutton, Barton-upon-Humber, which is where he worked. Let's have a look around the other side of the clock. Let's zoom in there and have a look at the pallet arms jumping up and down from the other side. Lovely action. Here's the maintaining power mechanism. It's just engaging. Now usually these clocks have a problem, which is if you stop the pendulum where it's dead vertical, the escapement wheel will run away and start smashing the escapement pellets to bits. And this has happened many times on many similar clocks. In this case, the previous set of pellets were completely destroyed by this process. But funnily enough, this particular one doesn't exhibit that problem. Let me show you. We stop the clock and keep the pendulum vertical. It doesn't run away. We can start it and stop it as we please. That should be greatly useful for future owners because they won't have to worry about the escape wheel running away freely and damaging the pallets. Because they're a devil to get right and put together. You have to have lots and lots of fingers to get all of those parts together to all fit on against this small 0.6mm in diameter pin where everything's pivoted. Let's just have a look into that join again. That's the maintaining power just clicking out. Beautiful, isn't it? It's a really beautiful thing to own. Absolute pleasure and delight to watch. Fantastic.